After leaving the Amish, can you still visit your family in the Amish community, or can they visit you where you live? So it depends on your family, I guess. In my Amish community, there was no rule stating that you could not go home and visit your parents. That was up to your parents. Some parents took it to that extreme. The thinking behind that was that if we don't allow them any contact with us, they're going to miss us enough that they come home, and because that's the only way they can see us, they will come back to the Amish so they can be with their family. I think it's kind of a selfish outlook on it, but my parents don't look at it that way. I asked my mom one time when I was there visiting, and a buggy drove by. I felt bad for them, and I was like, what happens, if somebody drives by and I'm here visiting, will you guys get into trouble? She says, it does not matter. She said, you are my son. You are always going to be welcome to come here and visit. And whatever people want to think, they're going to have to think that. And I always appreciated my mom saying that. I've never felt like I wasn't welcome there. My parents are good people, But I have also heard other people say that they cut them off because that will make them miss them to the point that they come back. So most parents do it out of that aspect of it, not because they think shunning requires them to do that. In my community, there was no rule that shunning had to include not allowing somebody to come visit. When I was shunned for drinking when I was still Amish, I stayed at home the whole time. I ate in the kitchen with everybody else. I just ate in the corner. I had a little card table set up, and they brought me my plate. If I wanted more, I'd tell them. They'd go get me some more food, bring it to my little table. It's actually cool. I didn't have to get my own food. So shunning does not require that at least in my community, it did not require that you completely cut your kids off from your life if they leave. It's just an old-fashioned way of thinking that some parents still hold on to. Like I said, most kids are allowed to go home as long as they are respectful to their parents, and I didn't ever try to influence other siblings, like my younger siblings. I never wanted to try to influence them to leave, because my parents gave me enough respect and love by allowing me to come home. I wasn't going to try to use that time to try to get any of my younger siblings to leave. So I never did try to influence any of them to leave. That was up to them. A couple of them thought about it and decided not to, and that was their choice. Thanks for the question. God bless.